Hey everyone, today I've got your Gravity movie review. Alfonso Cuaron directs George Clooney and Sandra Bullock, who are astronaut survivors from a shuttle mission that went awry as soon as they saw debris coming at them from a Russian missile. Now, I was so excited to see this movie. I think from the first time I saw the trailer, I just thought it looked intense, and it almost felt like something I would definitely want to see in an IMAX movie theater, but I didn't. Right off the bat, the story was pretty interesting, and I immediately fell in love with the visuals of the movie, as I'm sure a lot of people did. I think the idea of space was just, it looked gorgeous, and it almost made you feel like you were there, especially when the action started to build up. Now, this is where I almost got dizzy watching this, and I'm glad I didn't see it in IMAX, because I'm sure it would have been worse. When both Sandy and George are spinning around, and they're just trying to get, hold of something, because after the debris field just came in and sort of separated them, and they're trying to maintain control of the situation. But of course you can't help it. Space is just pure evil, and it's a mess where the intensity sort of comes in. At times I felt almost claustrophobic from watching it, because there were times when you would have these really close-up shots, sort of them encased in something, but most of the time they were pretty much out in space, and it was just so vast and open, and there was a lot of spinning, and I'm wondering how they managed to prepare for this role. I mean, it looked really intense. Definitely paid off, because I'm sure a lot of training went into basically it was just a lot of acrobatics and stunts and all that stuff, but it was just amazing to watch, and I wouldn't want to be one of those people doing that. But despite having the visuals be the strong point of this movie, the weak part would have to be the story. Now, it seemed very bland. Yes, they were two stranded astronauts trying to survive and not being able to communicate with anyone but themselves. And at times, they were almost they got separated, and it was almost Sandy that was basically the star of the show. She was mostly in this movie over George Clooney. Now, I kind of wish I saw more of him, not that I really cared, but I think she really held her own in this movie. I think she did a pretty impressive job, and you could definitely see it in her performance, and I found it to be very believable. I mean, I would freak out too. She's losing oxygen at one time, and she has to learn to calm down. So I mean, it gets pretty crazy. I'm literally on the edge of my seat watching this, because you don't know what's going to happen next. I didn't know if they were going to go down a Dead Space route or something 2001: A Space Odyssey. I definitely saw some slight inspirations there. And I mean, I don't really mind that George Clooney wasn't as shown in this movie, because he was already in space. You remember Solaris? I talked to you guys about that in my trailer Thursday video of this movie. I don't really know what else to say about this movie other than it looks, it looked really cool. And I probably would see it again. I would want to just be sitting in a room by myself, big screen, overhead, space, things are flying at me. I would love to see this in 3D, because it almost looked like it was shot as if you could see it in 3D. That would have been really awesome. But then again, I don't know how dizzy I would feel, because a lot of it just seemed almost like you were really there, so you put yourself in their place. And they even at times showed from Sandy's point of view what was going on, trying to grab the tether, trying to hold on to the ship and all that stuff. So it was pretty intense, and I would definitely recommend seeing this movie, despite it not being the best movie in the world, even though visually it is awesome. That is one reason why you should see it. Who cares about the story? It is awesome. The acting was decent, and I do think that Sandra Bullock and George Clooney make a good pair on screen, so also watch it for that reason. Oh, and it was also, I felt like it was gripping from beginning to end. They actually started right away, so I really liked that. They didn't really have it to be boring most of the time, so yay. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Gravity. Do you think Sandra Bullock and George Clooney make a good on-screen pair? And what did you think of the direction this movie had? And you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.